Hello, people. As always, I will not start this time with a briefing about my guest. I will leave the mic to him to talk about himself. But I will say, just like he's a business owner at Apnea Zone, he's the must go-to professional to explore blue waters. This is Monday Talks. Good morning, folks. And it's time for a new guest, a new story, great mind, great story to share. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Monday Talks. My name is Daniel Tokaz, and this time join me to welcome a great mind, Bassel Ounah. Hi, Bassel, how are you?
Hi, Daniel. Great. Thank you for your nice introduction. And I'm so happy to be with your show, The Monday Talks. And
Yeah,
me,
let's go ahead.
myself, I feel myself blessed. It's similar to you. We are blessed that we are doing and we are sharing our passion. I know you in your profession, and I can feel how much passionate about what we are doing and how you can help people to promote or recorrect the image for their businesses. So similar story to me. I also turned my passion into profession, but it was under the underneath of the blue of the ocean, how we can promote for deeper relaxation and it's all about the mental strength and how we can shift this relaxation with us under the water to enjoy the beautiful world with a single breath. So this is the story of apnea zone, where it's more like
Moving
sharing.
to Bassel,
Yep.
the basic. Who's Bassel?
Basil, it's a boy who who grew up at a town or a city. It's next to the ocean, where one of the small activity was as a kid was to be at the sea with the family to spend beautiful moments. Go up, study business administration. I went to then to optical field, where I start to manufacturing optical lenses. It's different fields than what I'm doing now. I moved to UAE like 10 years ago, and during this transition period, I found like I have
Yeah, talking about
uh
this, the funny
yeah,
fact, I keep meeting people that lived a big tweak in their lives, embracing change into their
yeah,
career. That includes me too, as well. I'm a
yeah, yeah,
mechanical
yeah, yeah.
engineer. What
Yeah.
was yours, Basil, and why?
Me, I was doing manufacturing. Spend most of my time with tools and can't barely see the sun. I used to go and do like spearfishing as a part of a hobby during my hometown with the friends, and it was like the window where I share my day. Whenever I moved to UAE, I had like the leisure of time at the beginning of the few month to re-establish my old business here. And by the time I was hanging out with the friends, go to do like again spearfishing as well, and they were pushing me, why you don't take it to a profession, why
Profession,
you
no?
don't, yeah, yeah,
It's
why you
amazing,
don't.
like turning a
Yeah.
hobby into a profession.
Yeah, and I start to do some training, pool training to increase my depth, to increase my time, and start to enjoy just to be under the water without the necessary to chase a fish, to kill something, to shoot. It's just the silent. It's just feeling and enjoying the moment of the pressure. And that's why I start to develop and like and dive more into the freediving world. And
So, what exactly do you do to keep yourself motivated and interested in your work?
as much as sharing it with more people, as much I see more value in it, and as much I see that it's a learning opportunity and for me myself as well. So Each individual, it's like I always say to anyone who are involving into one of my courses, it's I'm not here to teach you. I'm here to exchange my knowledge and to learn as well from him or her. So each one coming from a different background, and I always add to my experience from the guests, which I win them to share my knowledge under the water. So I think meeting such individual, it's a big add on during the long run of the career. So usually I
Nice.
have to change my presentation each a while because my knowledge is changing. The course which I used to give it at the time which I start my professional career in freediving, it's too far different than the way which I'm doing it now, because my knowledge
Nice.
is it's different, and the way which I'm sharing the idea now, it's different. I know that even I have two kids, but each one of them, they will perceive the same information in different manner, and I have
Mm.
to pay attention how whenever I sharing even a facts, if the one which I'm sharing with him, did he perceive it? Did he receive it in
Yeah, moving to
in the
this
right
part,
way? Yeah.
like you're dealing with different age, different culture, different mentalities, mindsets. Sometimes you deal with an engineer, sometimes you deal with a sales professional. It doesn't matter the background is, but how is it difficult to introduce, or let us say, is it different to talk to someone who has a passion for diving rather just like creating this passion for people?
Yeah, very, very important question. Actually, thank you for it. It's a bigger question. So each one is coming, as you mentioned, from different background and different culture. And some of the people actually they are coming with a story, with they they have like an accident in the childhood, and they have a fear from the water. So we have to overcome this challenging. I have to deal with each case by case. So because all of us, we will face some challenges in during the journey.
Yeah,
So I always advise never ever compare yourself to anyone else. Each one he has his strengths, pawns and cons, and do it. Create your own way and create your own journey. There's no highway I have to follow the next car or the next bus. You always like you are diving a boat and you have to create your own route. Or people here they hanging and they do off-roading at the desert, and each one has to find his own way. So it's
right.
similar. So in a free diving, or I think in any sport,
Changing from
yeah,
people
yeah,
people who fear
they just
water into
yeah.
professional diver, changing people from being fear of water into professional diver is a big challenge, I believe.
Yeah, and it's all start from mental aspects. So as much as we can understand and relax before we start the dive, as much as we can make the visualization what we are going to do under the water, as much as they are prepared
I believe
mentally, that will help
safety
them a lot. Yeah.
safety is a big measure. Like
Safe.
what happens if I'm down there and I get frightened?
And from here, it's coming a very key point, which is body system in free diving. So we share the buoy, which we are going to dive with someone else. So if we didn't create this tie of trust with the one
Wow.
who will body us and monitor us during our dive, I will not trust that I have to go out of my comfort zone and I have to push a little bit further, because I don't trust the one who is watching me if he is capable enough to
Yeah.
handle a scenario where anything may happen under the water. So establishing this tie, it's very valuable, and it's not under the water, it's out of the water. That's why we take this relation out of the water, and we have
Mm.
like a community where people they we enjoy this relation because mm, it's
I
a
can do it.
special tie because yeah, because at one point he is responsible for your life or my life.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
have to trust him to a degree that okay, he can do it. Otherwise, we're still playing within our comfortable zone, and this will not push us to improve. So yeah,
Moving
it's
again, moving again to
manipulation.
Bassel. What was your most important lesson you learned lately dealing with people who are interested or introduced to water dive?
Always the lesson which it's we have to be patient, and I always have to listen. So today earlier I had a meeting with you regarding another topic, and I mentioned to you the things which I really like. It's the space which you give it to me to listen about this small details. Maybe it's considered the whole story for me. So give the space to people to express
And
their
so,
emotion, their themselves, and that will help a lot to improve or to deliver a good product or service and in equality. So give them the space to express themselves. That will help me to understand what's the value, because each one they are subscribing to do the course, but they have a different goal out of it. Maybe I want to use it for leisure whenever I'm traveling to Hawaii to just exploring the environment under there. Others, they want to do a competition. Other, maybe they want to do it for underwater hockey or for spearfishing. So each one he coming with a different goal. So understanding the people background and goals, that will help me a lot to deliver the right service.
Okay. How about moving to the fun part?
Yep.
Are you up to some fun?
Definitely.
Here's the question. Basil, you are driving a car in a
Okay.
very rainy, stormy night. You
Mhm.
only have one seat available, plus the driver. And at one spot, you find three people at the sidewalk. First
Mhm.
one is your best friend, very close one. Yet
Mhm.
you owe him a favor.
Mhm.
Second one is an old lady who needs emergency help. She needs to go to the hospital to get taken care of. And the
Mhm.
third one is a dream girl lady, a dream of your life.
I will go
What
for the
would you
old
do?
lady will need emergency, because life it's a critical manner, and it's maybe it can save life of people. So ethically, we have to go for this choice. But under the camera, I will go for the beautiful lady.
Amazing. Okay, second one.
Okay.
If you had to be shipwrecked on a desert land, but all your human needs, such as food and water, were taken care of, what two other things would you want to have with you?
Again, the question actually I didn't get it.
You were casted away in a desert island, and
Okay.
you had two choices of things to have with you, aside
Mhm.
from food and water. What will
Mhm.
they be? Two things only.
Uh, an island, I will need like a spear gun and a book.
Diving in your blood.
Yeah.
Okay, one last one. If you had a choice between two superpowers, being invisible or flying Superman, which one would you choose?
Flying Superman. It was like a dream childhood. We, I know one of my friends, he did it actually. He jumped from his balcony. We were too much passionate about this character in our childhood. Yeah, and I still can feel it with my kids. Kids are really
They try to wear
passionate. Yeah.
clothes and
Yeah,
flying,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Actually, we do it underwater in a way or another. So this is a good advantage.
Again,
Yeah.
diving.
Yeah.
So, people, that was Bassel Ounah. He was amazing guest with me, and here in Monday Talks. if you want to be really accompanied by a great buddy with you and a great professional to guide you through the diving thing, I believe in life he's a person to trust. So
Thank you so much.
here's a special guest this time with me on Monday Talks. Nice talking to you, Bassel. And ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe to hear more of great people, great minds. See ya. Thank you very much, Bassel.
See you next time underwater. Bye bye.